okay, so we are, of course, 1 week removed from WrestleMania. So they did a lot with Warrior. It did come out that he had a heart disease. So that's very sad. It is gonna be great. They're gonna actually take the majority of the week and do little vignettes for the Ultimate Warrior, which is gonna be great. They yet again did another way of trying to hype the IC title. Remember a couple weeks ago they did a Fatal 4-Way with the winner going on to take on a Big E Langston on main event. They did a triple threat where the winner would take on Big E Langston. Now they're doing an actual tournament. I was like, alright. Cesaro, Henry, nice match, worked. Cesaro got the victory. Del Rio, RVD, good match, solid match. RVD getting the victory, so those two will face each other, which will be interesting watching Rob Van Dam take on Cesaro with Paul Heyman in Cesaro's corner. Sheamus took on Swagger in a horrible match. These two guys have zero chemistry. That match was just all sorts of slop, with Sheamus getting the victory because Sheamus doesn't lose singles matches. Barrett took on Ziggler. Ziggler gets everyone over. Barrett relatively fresh into character. So now we're going to see Sheamus and Barrett. Good match. They've had great matches in the past. They should have a great match in the future. Those two go on. The winner of that takes on Big E Langston. It'll be unique to see Cesaro take on Langston. I think that could be good. That'd be a great way to put... Wait a minute. Recently crowned Heyman guy getting an IC title run. Oh man, it's like it's Curtis Axel all over again. But Cesaro actually is entertaining. People like it. Speaking of former Paul Heyman guys, Rybaxel got the victory over the Brotherhood for some reason. Match was decent. I liked the ending with the big stiff meat hook clothesline. Worked well. Did a pretty good job. Paige took on Alicia Fox, where she got to hit her finisher. I've known it as the Queen Angelito stretch. Other people call it a modified Scorpion Deathlock. Beautiful move. Beautiful move. I love seeing that move on NXT. I still think they don't quite know what to do with Paige. In NXT and on her, when she was on Brittany Night, she did a lot of really vicious, much more of a women indies style. I don't know why Vince is so scared of an indies style for women. Well, I guess it's less Vince since H is taking over the reins. Hunter. I've met you before. I've got one of your logos tattooed on me. I've got the signature you put in my making of the game book tattooed on me as well. Watch some Shimmer DVDs. Or have somebody in your entourage get some Shimmer DVDs. You can use that to pick actual female athletes. Divas are great. Divas are fantastic. You had 14 of them in a match at WrestleMania. And let's be honest, you got maybe 5 that can actually work a match that is decent and does not make people leave to go to the bathroom. You now have Paige. You now have 6 women easily who can put on some solid matches. Use them. The rest of them, who might not be that great at overall in-ring work, there's nothing wrong with valets. There is nothing wrong with valets. Rusev had another match against Xavier Woods. Nice match, short match, brutal match. His NXT work is actually really good. It is weird seeing someone who's 300 pounds and 6 foot tall. I'm like 6'3", 220. So if I were to meet him, I would be taller, but the dude he's built like a dwarf. He is Gimli in the WWE universe. Just stocky, thick, powerful, fun to watch. Definitely a throwback character to the whole, you have the almost like more of a Cold War sort of gimmick for you, but it works because you're a heel. Good stuff. Like it. Big fan. Santino and Emma took on the newly formed team of Fandango and Layla. now that he's broken free from Summer Rae, he actually gets to win matches against the other dancers. Short match. This is a bizarre feud because they're not really feuding for anything or for any reason. They're just having matches. Wyatt came out and cut a fantastic promo. Oh, this guy's promos are awesome. Oh. I was doing them live in the ring. Great stuff. Cena came out and did another one of the weird, take photos of the Wyatts, put them on black and white photos of women, and be like, "Hey, look, it's your sister." And it was like, okay. But then he broke Cena from the comedic act into a more serious one. They're gonna fight in a steel cage at Extreme Rules. So that was weird because he was like, "You've never had one of these matches before." Yeah, he and Daniel Bryan had a steel cage match against the Usos, which is when Daniel Bryan turned on. Does John not remember one of the big matches in January? Daniel Bryan wasn't there, neither was Brie. Of course, they just got married over the weekend, so congratulations. I heard they had a really great vegan wedding cake. So, what else do we have? The Usos had a match with Orton and Batista. Shield came in. The Shield ended up having a match later on. Shield took on 11 guys. Shield was doing pretty good. Boiled down to a Donnybrook or a Pier 6 brawl, depending on how you want to look at it. And then the old Evolution music hit. Good old Motorhead. It's hard to beat Motorhead for great, impactful heel music. Evolution came down and beat the daylights out of the Shield. Did a good job. Also, Kane grabbed the mask. So now we know we're going to have Bray Wyatt, John Cena steel cage match. Evolution versus the Shield. Which is freaking huge for the Shield. Because H has gotten to the point now where I think he's going to put on good feuds and get talent over. He really doesn't need to worry about getting himself over anymore. This is going to be more about finding somebody you think works, throwing your hat behind them, and trying to move forward with it. He's only had a couple of times that actually stalled out. Damien Sandow, who came down, Show came down, and just punched him in the face. It's where the Damien Sandow was a Money in the Bank winner, lost to a one-armed John Cena. So I guess Damien Sandow's not going to go anywhere. But Evolution Shield looks great. The new reinvigorated, dark, sadistic Kane versus Daniel Bryan could be some pretty solid stuff. Continuation of Cena and Bray Wyatt. Good stuff, good stuff. I'm looking forward to seeing Bo Dallas, or Bray Wyatt's younger brother. It'd be great to see how they bring him back in. Because his character on NXT now is such an over-the-top, you want to take a bottle, shatter it, and dig it into his face. He's that grating and that annoying. It's beautiful. And Adam Rose, I don't know, he's going to be weird to try to... His intro for NXT is great because the people who walk with him actually go with him to the ring. I want to see how that will play on a Raw.